In a world where fairy tales seem to belong only to the pages of history, one modern day romance took the world by storm, rewriting the rules of royalty. This is the story, guys, of Prince Harry and Meghan. Meghan Sussex. I'm not going to call the marker name. A love story that forever changed the British monarchy.
He has reached a point where it absolutely knows it.
I was born and raised in Los Angeles, a California girl who lives by the ethos that most things can be cured by yoga, the beach, or a few avocados. I'm being cheeky, clearly, but it speaks to the temperament I grew up around. With a free-spirited clinical therapist for a mom, I always had a foot in two worlds because their work and home environments were so vastly different. My mother raised me to be a global citizen.
It all began in 2016 when Prince Harry, the beloved younger son of Princess Diana, met Meghan, an American actress best known for her role in the TV series Suits. The chemistry was instant, and soon the two were inseparable. But what made their connection so extraordinary? Right, guys? What was it? Was it something Harry said the stars were aligned? He felt it the moment he had to up his game. What happened? What made this chemistry? Were the stars aligned? Was it it had to be. You know what they say? It was destined to happen. I believe it was, guys, because Harry felt instantly struck by Meghan's beauty, her charm, her intelligence, everything. It was just like, Meghan, you're the one. Meghan was different from anyone Harry had ever known. An independent woman, a humanitarian, and a force of nature with a passion for social justice. Meanwhile, Harry, burdened with the weight of his royal title, was searching for someone who could see him for who he truly was, not just a prince. In November 2017, Harry and Meghan announced their engagement to the world, stunning the media and royal watchers. The two seemed to be the perfect match, a union between British royalty and an American actress, igniting curiosity and excitement across the globe. But with their engagement came a new level of scrutiny. The world wanted to know more, to witness their every move. Meghan this is what Harry said, Meghan is an amazing woman, and I'm so lucky to have found her. She's everything I've always wanted in a partner. And we know that Harry said that. He's so smitten at me. When we watched the engagement video, it was just so awe-inspiring. On May 19, 2018, the world watched as Prince Harry and Meghan tied the knot in a spectacular wedding that transcended tradition. I mean, the wedding was full of Meghan's culture. I mean, Stand By Me. I mean, This Little Light of Mine. Those little songs. And aren't they prevalent or pertinent to today, guys? Yes, Meghan light right now is shining so bright in the world. She and Harry, they're doing great. They're showing up. They're doing good. This little light of mine, they're making it shine. And guys, it's amazing. What is to be will be in life. And that is just the reality. Meghan and Harry were destined to meet. They had to meet. The stars told them that they had to meet. God ordained it and they met. And it had to happen, guys. This was in the cards, right? Their ceremony was a blend of British royal traditions and modern influences. From the star-studded guest list to the Powerful sermon by British Michael Curry. The wedding signified a new era in the monarchy. It was a fairy tale, guys, but also a symbol of change, a shift towards a more inclusive, diverse royal family. But behind the fairy tale, challenges began to mount. As Harry and Meghan settled into their new roles within the royal family, they quickly realized the pressures and expectations placed on them. The jealousy, the envy, the vindictiveness, the press working in conjunction with the royal family to tear them down. A lot of things were going on behind the scenes, guys, but it was brewing and we were not cognizant of it, right? Meghan, an American divorcee and outspoken advocate for women's rights, found herself under intense scrutiny, often facing harsh criticism from the British press, the vile British press. We later found out, guys, that it was a smear campaign, and I am going to say this, spearheaded by William and Kate, because jealousy started to rear its ugly head. The way Meghan has been treated, because I think Harry had written a letter maybe a couple months after they were introduced to the public. And he said this, and people are acting as if, Meghan and Harry stepping down came out of nowhere. No, guys. Harry and Meghan were under a lot of stress. You guys were writing negative things. You even tried to get her father to mess up her wedding. So there was a lot of things going on behind the scene. And Harry said, the way Meghan has been treated is not acceptable. No one should be subjected to the constant barrage of hate and lies. Harry, ever the protector of his family, knew that things had to change. He didn't want Meghan to experience the same heartache his mother, Princess Diana, faced at the hands of the media. The couple began to take more control over their narrative, pushing back against the system that had historically been unforgiving. In January 2020, Harry and Meghan made the groundbreaking decision to step back from their royal duties, a move that shocked the world. They wanted to carve out their own path. And one of the reasons they wanted that is that the media began to be very disparaging, very, very disgusting, very mean in their take. Remember when Meghan was having the baby and she didn't want to come out and pose? They talk about, we pay, you pose. I mean, it was all of those nasty conversation, and they were doing a lot of things. We talk about the avocado, comparing her to Kate. When they talk about Kate, they talk so glowingly, but when they talk about Meghan, it's like Meghan killed someone. So the nastiness in the media had taken its toll. And later we found out that Meghan had feelings of, unaliving herself. She didn't feel good. Her mental health had taken its toll. She was stressed out. And this was during the time when she was pregnant. So I don't know if they didn't want her baby to be born, but something was happening, guys, because these people went after her with full force of hatred, of meanness, of nastiness. And up to today, it is still going on. But guess what? Sometimes you have to remove yourself from toxicity, from toxic people, from a toxic environment. You have to walk away. You got to know when to hold on. You got to know when to fold. You got to know when to walk away, right? And that's what they did in 2020. They wanted, as I say, to carve out their own path. They wanted an independent life because they did not want to be living off the taxpayers, where anybody could have anything nasty to say just because they're paying their bills. So they wanted to focus on their own family, their values, and their humanitarian work. No longer would they be bound by the strict protocols of the monarchy. And remember, when Meghan was in there, they were talking about so many protocol. She break the protocol. If she put her hair in a bun, it's breaking protocol. Later we see Kate doing the same thing. So what garbage were they spilling, right? If Meghan touch her baby, oh, she's touching her baby, but when Kate do it, it's that's so beautiful. What a precious moment, mother and daughter, mother and children. So it was just a constant unnecessary comparisons. And you can see that Meghan is not a woman that's competing with anybody. Meghan is in her own element. She is beautiful. She knows her worth. And she does not need to compete with someone who is actually mediocre and someone who cannot walk in Meghan's shoe, right? So it was really tasking and really ridiculous. So this is what Harry has said. That's when they made a decision. We are not walking away from our responsibilities, but we are choosing to do it in a way that is more aligned with who we are and what we stand for. Because remember, they wanted to do half in, half out, meaning they would still represent the Queen, but at the same time be independent of the whole institution, and I thought that would have been a very good option, right, for them to. I mean, look at Zara. Zara do it sometimes. Look at the Yorkshire girls. They do it. They are not fully royal, but sometimes they represent the Queen. So if they could have made those facilitate. Those royals. Why didn't they do it for Harry and Meghan? I mean, come on, guys. This is a modern age. We are moving now into a modern society. So why weren't you able to do it for Harry and Meghan? Since stepping down from royal duties, Harry and Meghan have focused on building a new life for themselves and their growing family. They have used their platform to promote causes close to their hearts, like mental health, racial equality, climate change, and women's rights. Their commitment to creating positive change has earned them praise, but also continued criticism. Yet, they remain undeterred. They remain unbothered. They remain they are living their best life. They're unbothered. They're not letting anybody get in their head spaces. When you look at Meghan, you can see the joy. You can see that she's living her best life and she's happy. She's in a happy place. So the couple's journey has not been easy. Yes, because they try to fight everything that they're trying to do. They try to rig the game. But guess what? They cannot fake influence because Meghan and Harry are very influential. They have that Midas touch. They have it. They have charisma, they have love, they have warmth, and they exude it wherever they go. So you cannot fake influence, guys. You might try to rig the game. Like every time they're coming out with something, you empty barrels making the most noise. But you cannot fake the influence that Harry and Meghan uphold or have, right? But they have remained united through it all. Their love story is not just about romance, but about resilience and the courage to fight for a better world, not just for their family, but for all. And you see that with Harry and Meghan. You see that, with Invictus. Look at with Invictus. You know Harry is really involved in Invictus. He believes in it. He loves the soldiers. He wants them to do better. He's going to do everything in his power to make sure they're having a better life after, they have to come back from war. We see it with Meghan and her friends. We see what she does in terms of uplifting others. We see with the new show with Love Meghan, how she's inspiring so many people. We see Martha Stewart being inspired. We see other chefs being inspired. We see Black women enjoying their soft power and realizing that, yes, This is our soft life. We see black men doing it. We see white women. We see white men. We see everybody coming together and standing up for what is right. We see everybody. I mean, all races, all gender. It doesn't matter, because once people see something soft and calming and soothing, they are like, yes, that's the life. So it doesn't matter. And I'm so happy that Meghan did this show, because you can see that so many people are coming out and just living their beautiful life, taking care of their families and friends, loving on themselves and just being good to themselves. In the world that we are now, the crazy world that we are, we have to take care of ourselves. We have to love ourselves, and we have to understand that, yes, this is a good life to live. We can live it with all the chaos. We can live it. And what Meghan has done is transform the whole feel good mood about yourself, how you feel about yourself. How are you living? Are you living a good life? Are you living a decent life? Are you trying to make the ordinary extraordinary? And that, are you being intentional with your friendship? Are you loving and being intentional with your life? Are you taking care of? If you're putting in good food, you see her in her garden every day. She's being organic. Eat what you grow. The organic food is better than the processed food. We know that. So take care of you. Love on you. So Harry and Meghan's love story is one of a modern romance where tradition meets change. Together, they have carved out a new path, one that reflects their values and the world they want to build for their children. They are a couple whose love has stood the test of time, not because it was easy, but because it was built on understanding, respect, and a shared vision for a better future. And it was definitely built on love, guys, because we know that Harry and Meghan love each other totally. You see it. You see the children, they look so happy. Their love story has not just changed the British monarchy, but it has redefined what it means to be a modern royal. And in doing so, they have shown the world that love, true unconditional love, has the power to break barriers and create a legacy that will last for generations. So guys, Harry and Meghan's journey is far from over. We know that. The book has not been fully written. There's more chapters in the book. Right now we know they're in their chapter of joy. They're in their chapter of redefining themselves, of loving on themselves, of understanding what life is truly, living their best life, right? That is a chapter that they're in now. Meghan is in a rebuilding chapter. She's building her empire. There's many chapters to come, many more to come, many more beautiful chapters to come. But right now they're in their chapter. The journey is far from over. Their love story continues to inspire, to change the status quo, and to remind us all that love is the greatest force for change. A love story that changed the British monarchy and the world. So guys, thank you so much for watching. Subscribe for more stories of love, change, and inspiration. We just love this for Harry and Meghan, and we believe that what is to be is going to be. The stars were aligned when they met, guys. A love story for the ages, a love story changing from a real life Cinderella to a modern day princess. Yes, that's what Meghan is. She's a modern day princess. She has inspired the world, and for that we are so grateful. We're so happy that God put these two beautiful souls together, and we just continue to pray for them, because we know there's a lot of hate out there, you know. Don't get it twisted. There's a lot of hate. But you know what? Love conquers all. And love is what Harry and Meghan have, and love is what her fans have for her, and just people who want to be good, people who are not out to be mean to anyone, people who are not out, people can watch something, people can see somebody love their love story and be happy for them, because at the end of the day, Meghan's life is about all of us feeling good and self-actualizing and believing in ourselves, believing that we too can achieve this wonderful life. And as I say, nothing in life is without its challenges, but it's how you get up and you move on and you said, yes, thank you, Lord, for the beautiful, blessed life that you have given me. And that's what I think Meghan is doing. She's such a grateful person, and we're so happy to see this story unfold, this story develop. And yes, Harry and Meghan are in their chapter of joy and just living their best life. So bye guys. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, turn on your notification bell so you never miss a beat. Bye.